In a few weeks' time, I'm off to ride the new Triumph Tiger Explorer 1200. Now, this is one of my favourite adventure bikes, the Tiger 800, but when I've ridden it, I've never ever thought it needed more power or more comfort or more range, or just more in general. So what better time to get back into that adventure frame of mind, so I'm in a better place to compare it to its bigger brother later this month. As I said before, I'm not a particularly gifted off-road rider, which is why we leave that stuff up to Susie, because she loves it up the dirt track. So I'm going to be taking this bike out on the road, but obviously because of the pedigree, I need to take it out on some of Surrey's finest trails. But unfortunately, Susie, once I'm done with it, I think it's going to need a bit of a clean. These new 800s were released last year and caused a bit of confusion when they came out because there's so many different models on offer. There's the XR, which is a road bias version, which comes with cast aluminium wheels and Showa suspension, and then the XC bikes, which come with spoke wheels, a 21-inch front wheel, and WP suspension. Now, both models come with traction control and switchable ABS, but then there are premium X edition models of these very models as well. We've got the premium X model here, and it costs £1,100 more than the standard XC. And what does that money get you? You get extra riding modes, cruise control, a centre stand, sump guard, hand guards, radiator guards, engine crash bars, auto cancel indicators, and a 12-volt power socket too. And if that's still not enough for you, there's an XCA model also, which costs £1,000 more than the Premium X at £11,200. And that gets a heated pillion and rider seat, heated grips, an upgraded alternator which powers 3 different sockets, and LED fog lamps.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm rubbish off-road, but as riding positions go, this bike makes it super easy to feel comfortable, and it's a very natural stood-up adventure off-road riding position. Handling-wise, I don't think it's as sharp as the Africa Twin, both on the road and off it, but it's still a very good bike. Now, one thing I do love about the Triumphs, and the benefit of having that ride-by-wire throttle, is that obviously, because it's not a cable and it's not attached to anything, they can weight it how they want to, and it's so light on the Triumphs, and it just means that when you're off-road and you're kind of throwing the bike around, and as you can hear, it gets tiring, you can still be super precise with the throttle because the fueling's really nice and it's just got a lovely weight to it. I think I'm going to give up the trails for today before I bin the bike, because I've had it sideways a few times and I think I'm trying my luck a bit now. So I'm going to head back out on the road and see how it fares on the tarmac. There's a few different rider modes on this bike. We've just come off the dirt stuff, so it's been in rider, which is effectively the rider configurable mode where you can turn off traction control, you can turn off ABS, which makes it much more suitable obviously for riding off-road where you want to lock up the rear or just spin it up off the throttle. But there's also a specific off-road riding mode where you've still got ABS on the front, you don't have it on the rear, traction control is still on but it's very limited. And then finally, what we're going to be switching it to now is road mode, where traction control is on high, ABS is on high. It's basically the safe option. So we've done a mixture of off-road riding and road riding today, and what the XCX really proven itself to be is a great all-round machine. With off-road bikes, we're so used to seeing them being powered by either a single-cylinder engine or V-twin, parallel twin, that type of thing, because they've got that naturally torquey power delivery to them. But the 3-cylinder engine in this, 800cc, 94 horsepower, is surprisingly well suited to all different types of riding. It's got enough grunt to get it sideways off-road, it's got enough grunt to get it out of trouble, but then it's got the mid-range and the top end as well to give it that excitement and give it that edge on the road. I always think of this bike as a real, true adventure bike in the sense that you can spend such a long time on it before getting tired. You know, compared to the old Tiger 800, the bars have been moved forwards and upwards, so it's a lot more comfortable. The riding position's more natural than before. The seat is so soft, it's so comfortable. Fuel efficiency has been up from 55 to 65 miles per gallon.
Pair that with the 19-litre fuel tank and you'll see roughly about 270 to 300 miles before fill-ups. I think there's a nice level of adjustability on the Tiger 800. The front and rear suspension can be adjusted for preload, compression and rebound damping. Then there's the brake and the clutch, they're also span adjustable. The seat is also adjustable, so you can move it from 860 mils to 840 mils. But there's also a low seat height option kit that you can buy directly from Triumph, which brings it down another 50 to 60 mils for the shorter riders. Something that isn't adjustable on the bike is the screen, which is a bit of a shame because it means you have to buy an accessory from Triumph if you want to change it. Also, something else that I didn't like were the brakes. They're twin disc at the front, but they're little 2-pot Nissin calipers, and it's fine off-road, but on the road they're a bit weak. Another thing that I can't stand are these mirrors. I don't know why manufacturers put them on stalks anymore, because I knocked this one on the garage coming out this morning, and now I don't really have a mirror because it's pointing somewhere over there and I can't adjust it unless I've got a wrench. Personally, I think one of the most competitive things about the adventure bikes is actually the styling. If you think about this and the Africa Twin and the GS800 and KTM Adventures, they're really tough looking bikes. I think the XCX really holds its own though in that department. The engine crash bars, the sump guard, the aggressive styling on the tank. It's got some really sharp lines around the beak and the front area as well. It just gives it stance and presence. We've not got the panniers and top box on the bike today, but it's a really good system, really well built. The only thing I don't like about it is that when it's not on the bike, you have this really ugly hanger system on it that you can't remove. So both Susie and I are pretty keen on this bike. You know, she rode it at the launch in Spain, she's taken it to Trail Quest, and I can totally understand why she's chosen it as her long-termer because it's a great bike. I've ridden it a number of times. It's the first time I've taken it off-road and really sort of got it sideways and a bit dirty. The question we wanted to answer is, do you need anything more than an 800? Well, I'll be packing my bags, heading out to Portugal in a few weeks to ride the Explorer 1200, and then we'll find out.
I'm not even going to try it on this bike. That's the best thing about these lanes though. I've never been down here before. Bumped into one person I already know. There's been loads of riders going up and down on the bikes, and none of them are too noisy either. So I'm thinking of buying a dirt bike already, to be honest. There's so many trails in the Surrey area alone. You think, it's down near London. It's 20 minutes outside of London.